Hey everybody, XX here. Welcome to part 2 of this tier list. Now, so last time we did the plant side, and oh come on, every time I have to do this. I'm like, shut. Anyway, moving on. So let's go through all the zombies, and yeah, let's just do this tier list. In no particular order, let's start with the Deadbeard class. So Deadbeards in general, they're like the cactuses. Snipers, halves a drone, they all have different abilities. So let's go straight into normal Deadbeard. Now, normal Deadbeard actually does decent damage. I'm going to put him in B tier. I think, personally, his damage can be a bit of a downfall. In some occasions, all the Deadbeards except for one use 2 shots for their close range and 1 for their long range. So you're going to have to play it safe. Deadbeard does fall into that category. Captain Cannon. Now, I'm going to put Captain Cannon in S tier because he is one of the destination characters compared to Future Cactus, not Future, Petrified Cactus and Electropy. And honestly, I think they're both good. Captain Cannon, he does fall under that category. He does decent damage, and the splash really helps him out a bit. So, yeah, that's pretty much it for that. Captain Flameface, I'm going to put him in B tier. I just don't think his damage does enough. The fire damage saves him, though. Let's get that out of the way. Captain Sharkbye, I'm going to put him in S tier, because honestly, this guy is a good character. I think a lot of people don't use him anymore, because everyone uses Captain Squawk or Captain Cannon. It's mostly those guys, but Captain Sharkbite's a really good character. Just his downfall is that his damage his damage close range sucks, so it doesn't help him. Captain Partyman, he's going to go a tier above normal Deadbeard because I know they're both the same, but Captain Partyman's difference is that he's got party time, and with the Share Vanquish, that makes him a bit better than the normal Deadbeard. So that's it. Now, Captain Squawk is definitely S tier. I think, honestly, from my reasoning for putting him in an S tier, his long range is great. Actually, you know what? I'm actually going to put him in A tier. I think his only downfall is his close range. His close range is not that great, but he does good long range damage. His long range, if you can aim it correctly, it's a boom headshot, and another boom headshot. So it's really good. Now, on to the soldier class. Now, the soldiers. Okay, these guys fall into my category. Let's go talk about the soldier class. Normal soldier is definite S tier. I think his damage is he's just above Captain Squawk, but just he does some great damage to help him out a bit. Super Commando is definite A tier. I think he's one of the heavy hitter. I think he's one of the heavy hitters. His reload upgrades are disgusting, so like it's really good. Arctic Trooper is A tier. I think honestly, actually he's just above he's just above Shadowflower. I think Arctic Trooper's downfall is his damage, but he's a nice variant, so it can help him out in so many ways. Tank Commander, definite S tier. I think I love Captain Tank Commander. I have played this man for a while. I've gotten a few kills with him. He's really good at damage wise. General Supremo is B tier. I think honestly his range is like being an all-star soldier. He's not bad, but his damage kind of makes his downfall a bit, and his overheat sucks. So like doesn't help him. Now Camera Ranger is definite S tier. I think I love Camera Ranger. Camera Ranger's like one of the good soldiers out there. His snipe damage is insane, and he can just beam people from like so long. Sky Trooper, B. I just don't find him as good as he used to be in Going for One. Centurion. Oh boy, here we go. Here's why I put him in OK tier instead of bad tier. I have played with him around a bit, and I gotta say, I find him actually pretty decent. It's just, sadly, his damage stinks. It's just 11, 13, 14. It's just, you guys see my previous stream, I have played with this character, and I nicknamed him the Clown, because I had a clown costume for him, and I said this in my one time off camera, imagine getting killed by a Centurion, aka he's a clown. So I put a clown outfit on him, and every time I killed him, I'm like, guys, imagine getting killed by the clown. Jesus. Park Ranger, A tier. I think he's a good character. I think he's just his damage kind of stinks. Actually, you know what? down here, because his damage sucks. Like I don't like it that much, but he's a decent because of he's like alien flower, a little bit of the poisonous thing going on. Now Scuba Soldier is definitely S tier. I love Scuba Soldier. I love his gimmick where if you shoot a plant, you'll see through walls in that splash zone. So you'll see what they're doing and what their plan is. Like, for example, let's say a chomper's behind there. You shoot him and then get behind a wall. You see he's going to burrow right there. So you can be ready and just dodge it. Okay. The engineer class. Of course, the engineers being the teleporter guys. And they're like pea shooters. They have splash. Start. Normal engineers B tier. I think honestly his splash is the same as pea shooters, so it's good. My only downside with it is that his fire rate's slower than pea shooters. He's slow, but hell, he can get some damage in. Welder is B tier. I think he's just not. His damage stinks, but his fire damage really helps him out. Electrician is C tier. He used to be broken, then they nerfed him. And now look at him, he's in C tier. Mechanic is definitely S tier. I love Mechanic. Mechanic is a fun character to play. However, here's my problem. When you have an auto-fire character versus, let's say, a sniper like a cactus, if you don't use him correctly, you're gonna get killed very quickly. Painter's in B tier. Actually, he's gonna go to A tier. I love the Painter. Painter being a splash damage sniper. He's like a future cactus. Minus the charge and minus the higher damage, but he can get the job done. Plumber's a B tier. I just don't see him really killing a lot of people. Landscaper is B tier. I think he's decent, but his fire rate, even though it's an auto fire, he's hella slow. Okay, Centennial Expert's D tier. His damage sucks. Alright? Being a poison character, he's one of the worst poison characters in the game. He's just not really that helpful, and it's kind of sad. Rhodey's a bitch, but I put him in A tier for one reason. His close range can get the job done. It can, but the reason why he's not here is because he's only a close range, so you can't really get long range with him. Now, AC Perry, I'm gonna put him in B. His damage sucks. I don't know what the hell's going on here. AC Perry he's decent because ice variant. Well, I'm not saying that because of the ice variant. That's not because of that. His damage can get the job done. My issue with him is that his damage is so low that he gets easily counted by a lot of the characters listed above him. So it's kind of disappointing. But hey, you know what? What you can do. Let's go for the scientist next. Scientists, the healers. Oh boy. Normal scientist is definite A tier. His damage is good. It's just the fire rate's slow and he has low ammo. So it's now marine biologist is A tier as well. For my reasonings, because his fire rate's faster, but he does less damage. So faster fire rate, less damage. Slower fire rate means more damage. So okay, Dr. Tox is C tier. I just don't see him a good character. His damage is, it's not that great, but what can you do? Well, like he is a toxic character, and you can do the energy war BS on private play, and that's the only thing that's good for him. Physicist is A tier. I think his damage is hella good. If you get him at close range, that chain damage is really gonna pack a punch, and it's just really nice for him. Okay, Astronaut's S tier. I just like Astronaut. Astronaut being an auto-fire scientist and being the long range, best at long range. He's one of the longest ranges scientists in the game. And I gotta say, I like it. His damage crit is nice. It does like over 20 damage, and I think his body does like close to it. So it's really good if you use it correctly. Chemist is A tier. His damage is good up close, but he's a close range character, so you can't really do anything about it. Archaeologist is definitely C tier. I just don't think he's a decent. Actually, you know what? He's going down here. Here's why I don't like Archaeologist. His damage is not great, and most importantly, his damage is a trade-off. It's not great when you have a character like him being a trade-off character, and that's not how it works. Okay, Paleontologist is definitely an S tier. I think Paleontologist does some great damage, and his range is great. His fire damage really helps him out a bit. But my problem is that the long-range damage and the accuracy is a bit is really good, but at the same time, it's a bit off if you zoom in a bit, so that's why he's not SS tier for me. Okay, Zoologist is definite. He's down. He's gonna be up here. Here's why he's up here tier. Sure, he's a fast fire rate scientist. He's close range. He does some good damage. My problem is that he fire rates way too fast, and if you can't kill them, you're basically, boom, you're dead. Okay, computer scientist is A tier. He's up. Actually, he's got an S tier. I think computer scientist is a decent. He's a good character. I think for me personally, actually, you know what? He's going at A tier. Here's why he's at A tier. Look, he is great when he's in crunch mode, but my problem is that his damage is not great. His reload is awesome. It's hella fast, but my problem is that sometimes you can't get the job done. That's the problem with computer scientists. Some bits, but crunch mode definitely helps him out a bit. All right, let's move on to the imp class. Oh boy, they're all mixed up here, so I'm gonna have to figure this out. All right, let's start with the imp. The imp is definitely A tier. His damage is good, so like you can get the job done. Drake is definitely B tier. I just find him a decent character. Actually, you know what? I'm actually gonna put him in A. I just don't. Actually, yeah, you know what? B tier. It's a tough call between the two. Pylon is definite B. I just don't think his splash can really help him out most of the time. Okay, Shrimp Imp is A tier. I love Shrimp Imp. His mech is great too. Both Shrimp and normal Imp's mechs are just hella great. The reason why Drake's in B tier is because his mech is mostly its downfall. I think it's the mech's downfall too, because the mech has close range, so I know it has more health, but just I don't think he can be that good in the mech, because the mech itself can be easily countered by snipers and basically people on the roof, and that's not good for him. The reason why Pylon's down here is because Pylon itself is not great, but his mech saves him from being in C tier. The mech's great too. The mech is like a cactus. The mech is a all-star cactus combined. All-star being the tackle and the cactus with the pylon mines. It's basically that. Actually, you know what? I'm actually gonna put him in A. I think his mech is the only reason why he's in A tier. Alright, Z7 is definite. He's definite A tier. I love Z7. I think he actually, you know what? S tier. Here's why he's up there. His damage itself is great. Not only that, other stuff as well. Oh my god, give me a second. Sorry about that. Little interruption there. But anyway, let's continue. So Z7's up in S tier because his primary is hella great. It does some decent damage up close. Like his damage is like 10 to 14 or 10 to 15, so it's like really good. His mech, however, is actually better than I thought it was gonna be. His gravity pole, his Zomblade can get the job done. The Zomblade is easy countered though, that's why he's not an SS tier. But anyway, he's still a good character. Party Boy. Oh boy, I love this character. I think this character belongs up here, and here's why he's not at SS. Look, being a imp. Actually, you know what? I'm sorry, this is no favoritism. For what I've been playing with him, if you use him correctly, Party Imp is one of the best imps there. I just think he's great. I think he has the primary, he is normal imp, so let's get that out of the way. Party Time, however, makes him an unhittable target, because we all know Party Time, it basically makes the player faster, does more damage, and that makes it easier for the party imp to kill people, considering the fact that the imps in general have a small hitbox, so if he gets Party Time, he's going to be even harder to hit, unless if you have a good splash damage character. But even then, the players themselves reduce the damage, like they reduce damage to characters in their legendary modes. So I find that pretty, yeah, it's pretty unfair. Alright, let's move. Alright, Scallywag. Okay, Scallywag is definite S tier. I think his primary itself can get the job done. My only concern is his legendary mode. It just doesn't do. The only thing it does is give it more speed, and that's it. So, like Party Imp, he can be an unhittable target. His mech is great. It's a chemist. It's basically a Deadbeard. It's a Deadbeard mech, but with a bomb, with a chili bean bomb, and imp kata in the mix, and that's just nice. That's really good for the mech. The mech's good though. It's just the character itself can be a little bit weird. All right, let's move on to the Super Brain class. Oh boy. So Super Brains being a close range gotcha. You know what? Before we start, get this character down here. I'm torn between the Cosmic Brains. No, I'm sorry. He can be good in speed mode craziness matches, but not, and that's just private play and also Mystery Portal. And anything else, he is not going to kill anybody, and that's just disappointing. Although one time I was playing the Get Off My Lawn-a-thon, I got the most kills with Cosmic Brains because there was a little glitch you can do. And that is you can actually hold your charge in mid-air. Then they released it again, and then they fixed it. So that just sucks. But hey, you know what? That's the only thing that's playable for. Normal SB is definite A tier. I just think his damage is great. I think he can do a whole lot better, though. But you know what? Hey, he's average. Okay, Electro Brains is A tier as well. I just find Electro Brains really good. His chain damage is hella great, like against some cactuses and all that. Okay, Toxic Brains, get your ass in S tier. I just don't find him SS because... Okay. Actually, you know what? I want them to make a notice of themselves. Here's why Toxic Brains is SS tier. In a normal game, he does 10, 20, and 30, which is good damage. That's decent damage for a Toxic Brains. But my thing that makes the character broken is his legendary meter. All you have to do is punch people. No kills, no nothing. You can just punch people so many times, and then you get in this mode right away. And they haven't even nerfed it, which is wow. And his beam doesn't really do a whole lot, but when you get up close with it, it's just woof, it's magic. The Toxic Brains is hella good. Party Brains is S tier. I think honestly the party characters got a nice little rework. Ever since they got a rework, they've been OP. Except for a few characters like Party Citron and Captain Party Man and Party Rose. And that's pretty much it. Everyone else can get the job done. And that's really good. But honestly, Party Brains can do some good damage. You can get the job done with them. Breakfast Brains is definite A tier. Ever since I remember him being the worst character in the game when they first released him in that Zombopolis update. Now, when they buffed him up, he is actually really good. Like, he went from shit to actually average. He's really good. He can be an on and off thing, though, which is a little bit disappointing. Hovercoat is definite A tier. I just find him a decent support character. Giving players more speed and more damage. It's a great trade-off. And the good thing about this guy is that whenever you're a Rose, you cannot goatify him because he's already a GOAT in the first place. So that's good news. You can't goatify the Hovercoat, which is actually a nice perk it has. Alright, last class. Let's move on to the All-Stars. Oh boy, all the All-Stars in this order. Don't take hate on them because I don't really play them that much, but hey, I play a couple of them. Normal All-Stars A tier, his damage is hella great, which is nice. But my problem is that the overheat, even with the upgrades itself, takes too long. Cricket Star is B tier. I just don't see his damage really up there. It's just sad. And Goalie Star is going to be in the same category. It's just his damage is not good enough, but his ice variant makes him up. You know what? He makes it a bit above the Cricket Star. His ice variant really outclasses this one, which is nice to hear. Baseball Star C tier. I just don't see him as a good character unless you play him correctly. Now, Hockey Star is a bit controversial. Okay. Hear me out here. Actually, you know what? I'm going to put him down here. I just don't find him A tier. Here's why Hockey Star is not in the bad tier. They reworked his overheat, they reworked his damage, and they made it so much easier to kill people now. And that's good. Like, I'm good for Hockey Star. Hockey Star used to be unplayable. Let's get that out of the way. But me personally, I like this character. And I like it because I can get the job, like, he can get the job done in some occasions, but not all the time, that's why he's not an A or S. But his damage has been nice rework, and his overheat has a really nice rework too. So yeah, this guy's definitely B tier. Rugby Star, I just don't see. I don't see him anymore. Like, I used to see him because he used to be overpowered as hell, but then he nerfed him into the floor. They nerfed him, and then, well, not nerfed him a whole lot, but they nerfed him a bit, and then became decent, so. Okay, this character sucks. Wrestling Star is not a good character. Unless if you use him correctly in sniping battles, he doesn't get the job done. That's the problem. Wrestling Star cannot get the job done. Golf Star. Alright, where is he going? I'm going to say he's going in A tier. I find him really good. He's accurate. So, very accurate. So he really helps him out a whole lot. However, he does get countered a couple of times, so. Okay, Mudwackstar is definite A tier. I just find him a good character. Him having dirt as an ability to cancel all the abilities he'll use is really a nice perk. And it actually is more of a support than anything. Oh boy, Tennis Star is going to be a nice pick. Oh boy. Last but not least, Tennis Star. Tennis Star is definite S tier. I think for me personally, being the fastest all-star in this class, his zoom in. Here's the thing about Tennis Star. He does decent damage, and he has a nice perk where if you zoom in with him to aim, he moves a lot faster than any other all-star, which can be very, very helpful. And most importantly, he can get the job done. However, here's the problem that I have with him. Chompers. I mean, you can get counted so easily by the chompers, or a sniper. Actually, sniper-wise, you can leave that to Golf Star, but just not Tennis Star. Anyone except for Golf Star, they can get counted by the Cactus, but just the reason why I say except Golf Star, because Golf Star has a perk. He is more accurate than any other All-Star. It says that in there. He is accurate. Well, makes sense considering golf players in real life, they are accurate as hell, so you have to be. Anyway, back to the topic. Tennis Star is one of the good all-stars in this list. Not counting these other three because these three are good as themselves. All-Star having a good damage of 9 to 10. Golf Star being the accurate all-star in the class, and Remoto X Star because of his perk of when you give the plants too much dirt, they disable their abilities. It does itself. So, anyways, that is my tier list. I hope you enjoyed this tier list thing I just did. I know it was 2 parts because I had to go for both sides. If I went to do this for a full video, this would take even longer than expected, and I do not want to be there a whole day. So, if you guys enjoyed it, like, comment, subscribe. And if you want to see more tier lists, let me know in the comments.